Right, me and Diane, we've done a big old quiz. You got to guess the bands from this. So, for example, that's definitely Radiohead. We think that that's Flaming Lips, Cream, Arcade Fire, Rage Against the Machine. There's over 100. That one. What do you mean ruining it? They're not going to do it, are they, off this video? This one. Oh, spoiler alert if you've got this game. I kept thinking Robo Dan, D-Fawn. I reckon it's Steely Dan. That one we can't get, so if anyone gets that, well done.
And this
not
one.
a clue, like them turning him away.
And this one.
This is the only other one we can't get. We're obsessed with this bucket. We don't know what it is. So I'm going to check the answers now, scratch them off, see if we're right. This is how much we've been doing. This is what we did on Valentine's night. And they're the only two we can't get, look. There, number 90. Where's the other one? There's another one we can't get as well. 47. The rest, we've got them all, we think. See if we're right. I've just got it. I've just got it. The guy with the bucket. It's been driving us mad all night last night. And Diane just said, what did you say? Is it
Chuck Rogers?
Chuck Rogers? Like, feed us Buck Rogers. And then I went, Chuck Berry! The little red things are berries. Which means our other answer, where the berries are in the air, we put airborne, is obviously going to be the travelling wildberries now. So we would have got that one wrong as well. So I reckon we've got others wrong. But fear not, good watchers. It's Chuck Berry. We've got one left to do. Although some of them are definitely wrong now. Because airborne is too obscure. And some of the others are definitely going to be too obscure. I think we need a rethink. But Chuck Berry's in the bag. Lovely. You're rolling. Lovely day for an ice cream. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Written in February, can't beat it. At least we're going away next week, Dee. Right, so today we've got a weekend off from gigging. So the plan is to do some recordings that need to be done. They'll be coming out soon, I'm sure. And this track in particular, Dave showed me at the Miller's Daughter gig in Louth. You know, the one where we did the Fleetwood Mac tribute, the Peter Green gig. He showed me it then at the end of the night and I was like, oh, that's great, it sounds amazing. And I think he's been working on it even more, so he sent me like quite a few songs to have a look at. That's because he's been a busy boy, and this one in particular is one that's like a bit of a priority that we need to get done. So on it, I remember it's got like quite a lot of toms. So I've been out in preparation. I've got 2 different types of drum head to try. I've got some Remo black dots that are going to be like a bit more of a deader sound. And then I've got some Evans G1 clears that are going to be like really ringy. I know that's a bit mad getting 2 different brands, but that's how I roll. I just go with what I want. So I'm going to try the black dots first, because I've been wanting to try them for ages. I keep seeing drummers like Neil Wilkinson and stuff using them, and Steve White, who I'm big fans of, and they sound amazing, and I think they're going to sound great on this studio kit. The studio kit is a Mapex Saturn 3, which is an old school sort of drum kit. They're not as in vogue now, but I think they're amazing. And I've got a 10, 12, 14, 16, exact same setup as my live kit, size wise. 22 by 18 inch bass drum is like the mirror kit of that. I normally have a few more cymbals here at the studio to choose from, but when I'm recording for people, that gives me enough drums to be versatile and to be able to do anything that I want to do, and that's why I like that big setup live. If any of you have seen us live when I'm using my kit, I really like that big setup. It's just what I'm used to, and I can do everything with it. Even my teaching kit's got the same setup. It's got slightly deeper bass drum, but my students love it as well. Small kits are all in fashion now, but not for me. I like a big rig. I tried to buy an 8-inch tom for it actually recently, but PMT weren't having a bar of it. They said they're going to wait a couple of months. Losers. Right, anyway, I'm going to have my cup of tea and I'm going to get the track loaded into Logic and just change the drum heads on the kit, have a couple of plays through and just make sure it's sounding good, dial it in as a producer would say, and then I'm going to start recording and just see how it goes. I've got a bit of time today to do it, and then I've got a bit of time tomorrow as well, so I'm not really in any rush. You can tell I'm a bit casual today. And that's the plan for today. That's it. I've just got to record this track. Dead easy. I'm used to like recording like 20 tracks and stuff where I'm all stressed out. So this should be, fingers crossed, a relatively easy session. These are the drums that I'm using. This is the Mapex Saturn kit. And I'm using all, I think at the minute I've got all Sabian cymbals on, which a lot of you won't know about. I use Minor cymbals live with one Sabian China cymbal. I might have to get that out of a stick bag actually. And yeah, this is where I spend every day of my life basically. See all my books, they're all drum books. So I'll give you a little studio tour. That's my interface. That's my cup of tea. So that allows me to record 16 tracks, 16 channels. These drums are permanently mic'd up, so I can record whenever I need to. I do recording as part of my job. See, the drum heads are quite worn on these. These are Evans UV1s. And the reason I'm going clear heads instead of coated is just because it's got a lot of toms in it. This snare drum I'm obsessed with at the minute. It's the John Bonham Ludwig. Absolutely incredible. Sounds so good. My snare drums. Oh, still got the tripod on. I've got more than this as well, but this is yeah, quite a collection. I'm really happy with it. Actually, I'm going this morning to buy another snare drum, and the guy that I bought that one off, I'm getting a new one off him. Yeah, a big Yamaha. Got some gorgeous snare drums. So I do have a nice choice of what I can use. I've got Ludwig Vista Light, I've got Ludwig 400 there, got a 60s Ludwig there, can see the colour change. Got a nice old Slingerland Gene Krupa, Pearl Omar Hakim, I've got DW Collectors, 2 Gretches, I've got that one, Mapex Babylonian, quite rare, Pearl Virgil Donati, Mapex Saturn, Pearl Chad Smith, everything. Got a nice Tama Binga one here, Korg Wave Drum, Craviotto, beautiful. I'm not going to show you this shelf because it's a mess. All my toys. Basically everything here is things that Diane wouldn't let me have. Shout out to Legion of Hasbro, for all you Hasbro collectors out there. My Funko Pot speakers, my student drum kit. Told you that's the same configuration, so the students see me and I see them. Records, mixing area in a terrible setup, but I haven't got space. My turntable up there, beautiful turntable. Orlock. Yeah, my turntable's mega dusty. Oh, that was bad. And then I got my books, normal books, big reader. If you've got any book recommendations, let me know. Piles of books everywhere. Everything's dusty in here. And then they're all drum magazines, and they're all drum books. I am obsessed. Got an incredible collection. There you go. Right, I'm going to change these drum heads. Right, so I'm going to change the drum heads now. These are the remade black dots. I actually bought these when we did the Anderton session. So that's how long ago that I've changed my drums. That's what they look like. Controlled sound black dots is what they're known as. Control sound clear. I've seen lots of people using these recently. It's got 10, 12, 14, 16 to change. I'm not going to change the snare head. I have got some more upstairs in storage, but I'm loving how this snare drum sounds at the minute, so I don't want to mess with it. I think it's sounding mega, so I'm not going to do that. So, changing drum heads, I'm going to take the microphone off first of all. Leave that hanging somewhere. Just going to drop it basically. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chuck it up the floor. Changing drum heads is really cool because you get to see the wood again. I know that sounds weird, but these drums in particular, they have maple and walnut, so it looks lovely. I know there's a weird theme on this channel of me sniffing things, but it smells lovely when you're changing a drum head. You've always got to sniff the wood, as any professional drum tech will tell you. It's very important to sniff it. I use a lot of wax on my drumsticks so the heads can get a little bit grimy, and a lot of people would sort that out, but I don't. Just leave it as it is. Got the stick dust out. Take the old head off. Have a look at how beautiful that wood is. Make sure to get a picture for Instagram, and most importantly, sniff the wood. Pop that new head on there like a glove and put them back on. New heads on the kit. I haven't used clear heads in ages. I forgot how good they sound. So much tone. I can see what you get. A lot of jazzers using these now. You know, like Cindy Blackman, Santana and stuff. You always see her kit with these on. I can see why they just sound incredible. I might have to get some from a live kit now. That's going to be expensive. Yeah, sounding great. I'll give a quick run round them. You can hear all my snares rattling when I do this, but you won't hear that on the recording. Nice wide open, ringy, beautiful. Oh, I'm going to need that for my live kit now, defo. Right, so when I'm recording, I've got to remember to press this button here, or else the phantom power doesn't turn on my overheads, and my overheads don't work. Such a rubbish thing with this system. The Octoprix doesn't need to do that, it just works. It's got the old school buttons that stay in. That one, posh new thing, you have to press that, so annoying. Right, so I've had a play through it, a few plays through it, and it sounds incredible. It is such a good tune, it's so much fun to play. I'm going to record it tomorrow, I think. I need a little bit more time with it. I'm going to spend the rest of today and tonight. I'm going to take Diane out today, so I'm going to have a nice little chilled out day today. Don't get many weekends off, so you've got to make the most of them, haven't you? Family are important. And then I'm going to come back tomorrow, teaching all day tomorrow, and I'm going to record it in the gaps. I've got like a couple of gaps tomorrow, so I'm going to record it then. Or tomorrow morning. I'll probably get up early and come here tomorrow morning before my first student, to be honest. Not so new now, are they? Brand spanking on today, as you saw. Luckily they wipe off, look. Just a bit of stick dust. These should be quite durable, actually. That's not wiping off quite so well. These sound incredible though. This sounds so good. Like I said, I didn't change the snare head because I'm loving how that sounds right now. Cymbal wise, all Sabian. I've got an Elsa Picante, HHX Dusty Stage Ride, AAX Memphis Ride, Signature Saturation Virgil Donati Crash, 14-inch Mini Chinese. That sounds lovely. Got some 14-inch AX stage hats. Sorry, I was swearing at you then. 14-inch AX stage hats on the right, and HHX. What even are these? Evolution hi-hats on the normal hi-hat position. John Bonham snare, and then like I say, these beautiful Mapex Saturn drums. Such a lovely instrument. Inspire me every day. Got that cool thing there as well that Totty did for me. Great place to be, this room. Such a nice little sanctuary. Bit cluttered, but that's how I like. I've got everything here that I need.
Get back to you with it.
Right, so number one, we've got Imagine Dragons. Come on. If this is wrong, we've done the whole thing wrong. That's
Just
hard,
take
isn't
some
it? What the
scratching.
hell?
It's easier with my nail. Yeah, Imagine Dragons.
Yes! Correct. Oh, I can't tick while I'll look through my camera. Big tick.
What have we got?
I'm going to start filming in case someone's got this day. We've got Nirvana for number 2.
Can't get it off.
Bloody hell. Well, we'll see you next year.
Yes.
Yes. We're on fire. Maybe we need another day with them other two. What do you think? Because Diane woke up this morning and texted me. I was at the studio starting to change the drum heads and all that for the recording. She texted me, Beastie Boys, I've got it. That's the two little wolf fellas.
And I'm more hip hop than you.
She's more hip hop than me. She's got all of them. She's got Drake, little ducks out there. So I'm literally spoiling this for everyone. Many apologies if you've got it.
What have we got?
Number 3, Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Number 4, Counting Crows.
Yeah, well, you got this one.
Easy.
It is a thing, that thing. Yes.
Oh, I've got to go and pick up this snare drum, dude.
Yep.
See you in a minute. Well, I'm just off to pick up a new snare drum. I'm obsessed with this Ludwig that I've got at the minute that's 6.5 deep. And yeah, there's a fella here that's selling a Yamaha equivalent of it. Looks like it's got a mad strainer system. I've never heard of them, this particular model. But it's fairly cheap. It's 195 quid, I think. And I've seen them on Reverb for 500, but he said it's very much player's condition, not collector's. Player's condition, not collector's condition, which means it's going to be pitted to death. It's not going to look very nice, but for me, I don't care about that. I'm all about the sound. I'm all about the sound, man. So as long as it sounds good, I'm going to go and have it. I bought a Gretsch snare drum off this fella before that was lovely. So I'll go there, see if he's got anything else as well while I'm there. You know how it is. Cash in my pocket. So I'm going to go and get this now, because like I say, that Luddy, I'm obsessed with the 6.5 inch depth, which I've never been into before. I've always used like much thinner snare drums, but it just sounds incredible. So it'd be nice to have a Yamaha equivalent in my collection, and at that price you got to snap it up, haven't you? You just got to, because I ain't got enough snare drums. Right, well, look, he's local as well, which is nice, about 10 minutes away. I'm gonna go and get it now. So this is the snare drum that I picked up yesterday, Yamaha 065NM, old school, made in Japan. And the guy I bought it, I said it right, he said it's like they said, who designs stuff? Oh, this fella makes tanks. Let's get him in here. Look at that for a strainer system. It's insane. Same on the other side. It is so heavy, like, oh, ridiculously heavy. It's the heaviest snare drum I've got, actually, I think. Insanity. I played it at the guy's house. It sounds incredible. Thank you ever so much. I'm really lucky to have this in my collection. It is player's condition, look, it's got pitting, but I don't care about that. It's going to sound mint. Can't wait to play it. Play it properly, really put it for his money. He had it tuned really high, which I think is a bad move with these snare drums. The deeper ones, they sound much better loose and low. So I'm going to do that, and it's going to sound incredible. And while I was there, he said, "Oh, I've got this as well if you're interested." And it's a Rogers. What's it called? It's not Dynasync. Dynamatic bass drum pedal. And I've been after a spare bass drum pedal. Does everything. It's got everything. It's really cool how that is high. Like the spring lifts up. You can adjust literally everything on it. It comes with like 3 different bits for that. It's basically brand new. It's even got a chain in it. Got 2 different belts. It's even got the instructions and the bag and everything. So that's going to be really, really cool. I'm thinking for my little drum kit, and just, it's really important to have a spare pedal these days in case my pedal breaks. So that's not going to take up much room. And it's yeah, it's one of them things you don't really think about, because I normally play a double pedal, but having a spare single pedal, I've got, I mean, I must have a few pedals now, but can't beat a nice new one, can you?